I tried to record this and I kept on messing up, but there's no announcements today. And welcome back to Morning News Podfics. Today we are reading Kit by Avvi88, Chapter 10. I want to apologize in advance if you hear me kind of fussing at my cats. They are being way more hyper than they usually are. And I'll try to remember to pause it so y'all don't hear me fussing at them. But if I don't remember, please forgive me on that part. It's like 4 of them. Okay. So this is Kit by Avvi88, Chapter 10. There is no warnings today. Izuku didn't really know what to think about All Might being fired. Don't get him wrong, Takumi is the second best teacher he ever had, with Dad, Mr. Aizawa, and Papa, Mr. Yamada. At first, he couldn't choose. It's just that Izuku knows that All Might will come back sooner or later. Izuku still didn't. Izuku still had One for All, and he's afraid that All Might will either ask for the quirk back or try to get him out of UA and into another school or something, so All Might can train him. He was planning on talking with Dad, Mr. Aizawa, about One for All. He just didn't know how to bring it up. Sorry, my lips are chapped. Did y'all know y'all can get sunburn on y'all lips? I didn't. Okay, where was I? He was planning on talking with Dad, Mr. Aizawa, about about One for All. He just didn't know how to bring it up. Izuku trusted Mr. Aizawa and Mr. Yamada, and the quirk is something that has been weighing him down lately. So this is one thing he likes. That is one thing he likes about being a cat. He can't feel the pain in his hands. After the sports festival, his hands have been had been having a constant ache. The pain variates. That's not a good word. I'm gonna say variates. The pain variates, but it's usually more painful in the cold. Now on Saturday night, they were going to have a movie night with Takumi again. Izuku has to say, Takumi is awesome. He's like a younger version of Mr. Yamada. It was. Hold on. Sorry about that. How to fuss at a cat. I'm gonna get up the camera a little bit. He's like a younger version of Mr. Yamada. It was kind of weird to see how genuinely happy he is here than what Izuku has seen on the news. Izuku walks into the living room and over to the couch where Takumi was already sitting, and Mr. Ozawa came up to him, picking him up before jumping onto the couch, settling down in the middle of the couch. Izuku cuddled up to his um Izuku cuddled up to his dad teacher. Izuku, you okay, Izuku? Mr. Ozawa asked him. Izuku opened his eyes, looking at Izuku opened his eyes again, looking up at the older cat. Yeah, it's it's just been so nice having someone that really cares about you, you know? Before UA, I didn't really have any friends, and my mom was always away or mad. But here, I have friends and grown-ups that are there for me. I don't know how to explain it, but it feels nice. But it's a nice feeling. Izuku tried to explain, stuttering slightly. I'm sorry, I lost my place. I looked away for 5 seconds, and I'm trying to find it again. Oh, there you go. Alright. When Izuku was back to normal again, when we are back to normal again, you are, you know that we're we have to start an investigation about this, right? I didn't want to bring it up if if it's stressed if it stressed you out, but I can't let you go back home, and I can't let you go back home when I know how your life home life is. And Izuku knew that Mr. Aizawa is going to investigate after everything is over. That was one of the first things he learned about UA. The teachers will always help no matter what. Well, except All Might. But he really didn't count on him as a teacher. He didn't even have a teacher's license. Yeah, I know. And to be honest, I really hope I don't have to go back home. Izuku muttered in the other cat's fur. I will do anything in my power to make sure that that won't happen. Mr. Aizawa answered, laying his head over his small body. He Izuku Izuku knew Izuku didn't know he needed Mr. Aizawa. Izuku didn't know he needed Aizawa and Yamada's cuddles until a week ago. He hasn't been more relaxed in a very long time. In a very, very long time. He just hoped that things wouldn't change that much when he turned back. Okay, listeners, we okay, listeners, are you ready to have a movie night? Mr. Yamada went to the living room. Went into the living room. Ooh, can we watch one of those? Can we watch that pre-court movie, Brother Bear? I remember watching it when I was like super super young, if I remember correctly. If I remember correctly, it was awesome. Takumi asked. Izuku had to agree. It was one of his favorite child movies from the pre-quirk era. Sure can. I also brought some snacks. Yes, I bought some tuna for you two as well. Mr. Yamada explained. Both Izuku and Mr. Yamada explained happily. Both Izuku and Mr. Aizawa perked up at the mention of tuna. It has been a week in the cat It has been a week they haven't got. Tuna have Tuna has been the best snack. They started eating and watching a movie. The rest of the night spent like that before Takumi had to leave and Yamada went to bed. Izuku fell asleep and it's his dad, teacher. Shota woke up. Shota woke up on Sunday, feeling a bit off. Slowly opening his eyes, looking around the living room, looking down, he sees Izuku asleep on his chest, hand under his shirt. Wait, hands, shirt. Shota looked down at his body. It was normal again. Well, that was what he thought until he felt cat ears brushed against his chin and a tail swishing from beneath him. He sighed before carefully shaking Izuku awake. Izuku, wake up. I think we need to go see our recovery girl. He whispers to the asleep teen. Izuku slowly opened his eyes. He tried to wipe the sleep from his eyes with his tiny fist. Dad? Izuku whispers before Shota felt him freeze against him. Shota stilled himself, not expecting to be called Dad by his now chosen kid. I didn't mean to say that. Izuku scrawled up. I think I'm mispronouncing that word, but scrawled up from where he was at, where he has been laying. I'm so sorry. It just has been you since so. It's just you have been so kind. I didn't know what come over me. I didn't mean to call you that. I'm sorry if I made you uncomfortable. Shota cut him off with before he continued rambling. He sat up and took one of Izuku's hands. Izuku, it's okay. Just calm down. Try to take a deep breath. I don't mind you call me that, okay? Shota tries to reassure the teen. Teen looked at him with teary eyes. A shuddering small breath coming from his lungs. Really? He whispers in an oh so vulnerable tone. Yes, I understand that both Zashi and I won't let you go back after we get you out of that house. Shota explained, slight fondness slipping into his words. Before he knew it, he had an armful of a sobbing teenager. He looked up when he saw he looked up when he saw movement in the corner of his eyes, and Hisashi was walking into the room. You could see the surprise on his face about the fact they were both back to normal, and mostly at least, he had held he had held in as he saw the sobbing kid. You okay, Izuku? Izuku? Izuku. Izuku. It's not his name. Hisashi asked in a careful tone, putting his hand on the fluffy hair only fluffy green hair. He's just a little overwhelmed right now, but he'll be okay. Right now, I think we should go to Recovery Girl, seeing that we still have cat ears and tails. Shota answered that. Hisashi nodded, but didn't pull away. They stood in the living room, the com- comforting the kid in their arms, knowing that the bottled up emotions were finally being let out. When Izuku calmed down about 15 minutes of crying, he pulled away, looking up at him and Hisashi with a shy smile. Thank you. I really needed that. He mumbled. He muttered. They both adults smiled down at him. Shota ruffling his hair. Of course, kid. Now now go get ready. We have to go to Recovery Girl. Shota ushered the teen to the bathroom. Izuku nodded, giving them a beaming smile before running off. Hisashi turned to him with a serious expression on his face. Don't worry, that kid is ours now, he stated, and Shota only chuckled in response. Yeah, that's their kid now. They were going to fight to get Izuku a loving home. Ugh. Um, well, that's all for today. Honestly, it didn't feel like 17 minutes went by, but oh well. Hope you have a lovely day. Eat, sleep, um, eat, sleep. I think, hang on, let me go see. Ooh, next chapter is a very sensitive chapter. So when I record this one, I will be shortening words, okay? That's next chapter's problem. But right now, have a lovely day, and goodbye. Thank y'all for reading or listening.